Childhood is a time of discovery. Learning about the world and yourself are the fundamentals of growing up. However, for more than 500,000 children and youth nationwide, the fundamentals of their childhood are broken. This is a silent epidemic that our children are facing. They are being introduced to a system that is designed to support them but has become overwhelmed. In California, the entire judicial system, which tries to ensure their protection, has fewer than 150 full-time and part-time judges. A child's fate is often determined in less than 20 minutes. In California, youth are emancipated at 18 years old. For most, this is when the dangers of an unfulfilled childhood become clear. Up to 50% of foster care youth become homeless within the first 18 months of emancipation. In California, 27% of the homeless population has been in foster care. Once in the foster care systems, a child's battle for survival begins. A $15.2 billion deficit in the California state budget makes it difficult for social services to provide the supportive programs kids need. Fashion designer and former model Coco Johnson tells us about her experiences in the foster care system.
When I was 5 years old, I was in foster care in North Carolina with my 3 brothers. And we've been bounced around to different foster homes, and eventually we ended up in the last one, and we were getting older. So we ended up having to leave that home, and we ended up in an orphanage. And I remember the day of having to go there. Oh my God. And how horrible that was, like a horrible feeling, because there was such a stigma in the 70s to living in an orphanage and being an orphan child. Even though both of our parents were still alive, they would not sign off to let us be adopted. So we had to go live in this orphanage because there was no other place for us to go where the 3 of us could be together. So just that experience alone taught me perseverance and to believe in myself and to just think positively. And a lot of people would look at that as being a negative, but I really looked at it as a positive experience because I got to meet a lot of other kids that were in the same predicament that I was in. Especially when you get to high school, everyone has mom and dad coming to pick them up, or they're taking the bus home to meet mom and dad, and mom's going to make them dinner. I'm going to take the bus home to the orphanage, and I'm going to sit with 12 kids at a long table where you have a house mom and you have a dietitian making your meals. We lived on a farm, so it was just kind of a different way of growing up. But through that, I realized that I want to make more of my life. I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm going to stay focused. I had a very good social worker, Debbie Mosley, thank you, Debbie, who really, really believed in me and somehow saw some potential in me and really stayed focused and stayed on me to stay in school, to set goals for myself. One of my goals was that I wanted to be a foreign exchange student to Brazil. So out of high school in 11th grade, I got a scholarship with Rotary International, and I went to live in Brazil for a year and came back speaking Portuguese. And that's how I set myself up to become a flight attendant, to get out of North Carolina, move to New York City, and voila, here we are today. You know, you have to set the goal early and find the steps that it takes to get you out of the current predicament that you're in to get you where you want to be.
Agenda Foundation is a 501c3 that gives foster care and at-risk youth a voice through filmmaking. We provide them with the proper tools by industry veterans and allow them to continue to express themselves and to share their unique experiences through cinema. Since the invention of the movie, cinema has mirrored the events of the world, shaped beliefs, uncovered atrocities, and even bridged gaps between injustice and intolerance. Some memorable films like Persepolis, Gentleman's Agreement, Gandhi, Schindler's List, The Killing Fields, To Kill a Mockingbird, and more have influenced our beliefs and value systems. Many movies that have shifted consciousness did so on a large scale and received universal recognition. These movies played a role helping to right many wrongs in our society. Sadly, many of those creating movies only represent a small microcosm. Agenda Foundation provides this filmmaking opportunity to a highly screened group of foster children who possess the aptitude and zest for making movies. Those chosen candidates in a classroom setting will learn how to make a movie from start to finish. Our motto is, think it and you can be it. Agenda Foundation will continue to find ways to fund the innovative and opportunity-filled programs for America's foster youth in the film industry.
Your time will come if you stay focused. And if you find your little niche, that little thing that you can do better than the other person is doing or different, then you can make it. You know, if you just believe in yourself and mentor yourself, always find a person who has done something in that industry, whatever industry it is, see how they've done it, research that, and then find your way of doing it.